Alright, ladies, gentlemen, and kitties, today I will be test riding the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy 114. This is the newest iteration of the Softail series. Alrighty, on. Okay, there's on. And, ooh, all digital. See? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. A real Harley-Davidson bone-shaking goodness. I'm in neutral? As usual. Hard to put it in neutral. Okay, now on first gear. Oh, I feel good in this bike. Ergonomics check, 6'3", 200 to 220 pounds, 32-inch inseam, and typical cruiser, low seat height, all the things. Wow, meaty bike, meaty. Oh, shout out to Arrowhead Harley-Davidson in Peoria, Arizona, in the Phoenix area, and Harley-Davidson of North America for providing us this awesome event. The last Fat Boy I've ridden was the 2014. I rented that one and I had fun of it, but that was my first time I ridden a motorcycle for such a long durations. And that thing made my bones shake like there's no end. But this one is the latest 2018 Softail series, and it's beefy, it's meaty, but it doesn't shake as bad. Not the last time I remember. This one is a lot smoother than the 2014. And this one has a digital tachometer. Very nice. And I can tell that, whoa. This one has a self-canceling turn signal. So that's convenient. You just have to hold on your clutch so for you not to jump around. Unlike the street rod that I ridden earlier, or the Chieftain series, the front brakes is a little bit more, doesn't have that much play. It's almost an on-off, but it's still, you can still modulate it. Let's see if I could put it to neutral. No, I can't put it to neutral. No, I can't put it to neutral. Okay, that's typical Harleys. But if you see in the video, this bike looks very nice. Badass. All fat boys are badass. It's surprisingly easy to ride compared to the 2014 version. It's very comfy. It can be flicky as you want, but it's not recommended on this bike, of course. I like the riding position on this bike. I like the Fat Boy's riding position, period. Better than that Electra Glide over there and some other Harleys. Once we hit the freeway, I will show you how this bike revs. It feels like a muscle car. You just don't have to think about it. And this one has a gear indicator. Although a little bit on the small side, it's almost the same size font as the tachometer. It's still largely visible. Let me try the rear brakes on this. Okay, a little mushy, but easy to modulate, which is good. I don't know why this guy is not riding. I think he wants to clear all the cars first before we get along. Okay, highlights too. It has an electric, it has a digital fuel gauge. That's very handy. Before the 2014 that I ridden before has a fuel gauge, an analog fuel gauge over here. In which I don't know what's this for. I'm not gonna dig through it. Comfortable bike. This one has a curved seat. So in long rides, the pants will, your jeans will creep up, so it might give you a little of a wedgie, a micro wedgie, or whatever you call it. And just like all other cruisers, I don't have that much clearance between the stock mirrors and my riding gloves, but it depends on the riding gloves you wear. So there you go. Oh, this bike's so mean. Uh-oh, someone got stalled. Clutch grab is on the shallow side. Look at that. Whoa! This bike almost gave me a wheelie. The front went up for such a massive bike. Oh, this is the Harley I'll get. One thing I don't like about this bike, also style-wise, I don't like the Debo taillights. Just like the Indian bobber with the like that Sportster over there, demonized with an offset license plate. I'm not a fan of that. Oh well, this is a Harley, so aftermarket support will be huge. You'll get a lot of things done in this bike if you want to. I'm sitting here, Ruby. There's a little bit of an engine heat emanating through my right leg. Of course, that's where the exhaust is, but it doesn't bother me too much, especially if you're gonna ride a dedicated riding jeans. I'm not wearing one right now. I'm wearing a Levi's 504. So, but I'm not riding long distance, so I don't need to use my Scorpion exo covered jeans. Let's try third gear. Oh, if you just want to annoy your neighbors, keep it on low gears and just cruise like this. Unfortunately, I'm wearing earplugs right now for safety reasons. You know, yeah. I'm still a beginner, yeah. But it's a very satisfying sound to hear, as much as you can hear it closely, and it's easy to shift. The old Fat Boy that I rented before, it's harder to shift. It's clunky. You gotta manhandle it. And as you click on the clutch, the gear shift indicator disappears, just like the Polaris series too. Lean angle, of course, being careful. Oh my! Also take note, the turn signals is on the different ends of the handlebar. I think that's a tradition on American cruisers, but if you're used to Japanese cruisers, you might not get used to it. Or some BMWs have that too. So basically, I'm just cruising at tolerable noise levels. If I just want to be a dick, I can just roll in a higher gear and annoy the neighbors. I'm a rebel. I'm going to be a rebel. Screw the law. I'm an anarchist. Oh, whatever. It's a satisfying bike to ride. Although this bike cost close to $20,000 already. But it's well worth the money if you want to get a Harley. It's so satisfying. So satisfying to ride. It doesn't feel heavy. They did the center of gravity very low on this one. I'm kind of impressed. It feels like a modern bike now. See? It feels like a modern bike. I like it. See, look at that rumble. The rumble of Thor! That's nice. I mean, I still can't get into neutral yet. Nope, nope. Beginner alert. Oh well. As you can see, the 114. This is the higher model of the Fat Boy series. I think the other model, I'm just gonna put it on the screen. And this is the higher spec 114 engine. 114 means 114 cubic inches. It's still American still. These little ports right here, they're not touchscreen. Those are just decorations only. So no touchscreen on the fuel tank on that. The rear brakes are satisfying to use. It's very satisfying. Yeah, I could just annoy people in this thing. Like a typical douchebag in a Harley guy. It makes you feel like a douchebag in this. Because the racket that this bike makes is so good. Yeah, I'll just gotta give the Outback some room. I'm a nice guy anyway. I'm a nice guy. And I'm not gonna offend anyone today. I'm not gonna have anyone. It brings a smile to my face. Okay, this is the highway run. It sounds nice. The noise gets through my earphones very well. Yeah, it's very powerful and torquey thing. And please Outback, merge to the left already so I can keep up. Wind buffeting, it's not as bad as the Fat Boy that I've ridden before. It doesn't tire you. Handlebar vibes is still there, but you can put gummy grips on it. Seat wise, there's a little vibration of the seats. Like a multi-strata thing, but it's a little bit more muted than that. On my legs, on my boot, I can feel the vibes on that part too. It's almost like a Ducati almost, but it's a little bit more refined than that. Oh, this is 6th gear. On 6th gear at speed limit, very relaxing. It hovers around 2200 RPM. Oh, there you go. That's a reference for you. But no, this bike is meant to be noisy. This bike always wants to make some noise. Like that. It's very satisfying bike to ride. For a cruiser, I like this bike. If you want refinement, get the Chieftain. If you want to be like a Ruckus, a Rebel, or a 3%er, this is your bike. If you don't want to conform to anything, this is your bike. But if you want to be an everyday, if you want to use a bike for everyday, this is, get the Chieftain. Chieftain is so refined, it feels like an import bike. But hey, it's still American. This one is just, this one is if you just want to let loose and just be like a badass. I feel like a Terminator in this bike. If you want to make some noise, come with me. If you want to leave. Actually, when I rode that Fat Boy, I felt like a Terminator in that thing. All I need is a shotgun slot and a shotgun prop. See, low speed. and then just have a flat top haircut, and then a leather jacket, and I can be a T1000. Oh well, heading back to Vegas after this event. Just did a Yamaha yesterday, and now this is like the highlight of my weekend. Of course, I'm not gonna compare bikes directly like the FJ09 or whatever, but this is a very satisfying bike. It's a good hell of a laugh. Excellent bike, Harley. You made me believe again. I doubted you so many times, but you made me believe in the heavens of on the bike hogs. Alrighty. Since I can't do it, I can put it to neutral, whatever. Turn it off. Since this one is a keyless entry bike, so kickstand is hard to find. You just have to look down, and then if you wanna retract that kickstand, it's kind of hard to find. There you go. Just be worried about the weight of this bike. This bike is very heavy. See non-functional holes in there. Look, it's a massive bike. Look at that. Beautiful bike though. I love those wheels. I love that engine. The exhaust really stand out. And this is the one that I didn't like. The demonized and the offset license plate. I'm just gonna put the license plate in the middle if I want to keep the demonized. But yeah, unlike the traditional Harley, it doesn't have the side springs anymore, like the 2014 model. But yeah, I'm giving this bike a 2 thumbs up. Thank you, Harley-Davidson, for bringing a bike like this and restored my faith on you guys. Alrighty guys, see you guys later. Peace out.